And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
On the return, here's Hall. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And he finds his tight end, Graham. 12 yards there and a first down. Out of the gun, it's Young. He gets it left side to Johnson. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 47-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Young lets this one rip toward Graham. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Again, it's Young. And that is going to be incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 50, it's Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They snap it to Smith. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. How about them biting up 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? defenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On first down, Smith. Throw left side, complete. That's Elliott. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? From the gun, Smith. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. Open man is Anderson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Smith. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
The tackle by Denzel Perryman.
On 2nd and 7, Smith eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
A loss of 11 yards. And it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Steelers 21.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Smith. Being chased out left. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. On the return, here's Hall. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us, or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway, but a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Steps away. He can run for it, and he will. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Down carry for Henry. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
He was brought down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
It's up 2nd and 9.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try to throw now. Young. It's caught outright by Graham. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 37. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
38-yard line.
Again, it's Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a 1st down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Steelers 1st down.
Here's Young. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. He's back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds. They got the dramatic score to tie the game here late 4th quarter. Now all eyes resting on the foot of one man.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Your brother called me before the game. That's his guy in fantasy. He needs this one badly.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Smith. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up.